Sponsored by LearnGD.com. Learn graphics and digital video design online.
I started gangbanging exactly, I'm going to say, full-blown officially. You could say by the time I was like 11, 12 years old, 12 for sure, because 12 was when I was in 6th grade. That's when I had pretty much at that moment chose which lifestyle I was gonna follow, you know? And I started smoking weed, and my mom caught me with weed in the house, smoking, and it was a big thing. So kicking it, doing nothing but ruckus, 13 comes, finally about, I wanna say, it's so crazy how I remember this. I wanna say about 9 or 10 days exactly before my birthday, and my birthday is March 12th. When I was 13, about to turn 14, is when I got jumped into my neighborhood. And I wasn't just a little cat that got forced in. I was over here stealing my family's and doing some dramatic shit, some crazy ass shit. So where I remember not just my gang that I chose to get into, but 2 or 3 or even 4 other gangs that I could remember in my head asking me to get into their gang. Hey, can you please come join us? Because they already knew that I was with the business. I wasn't scared to and doing a bunch of dramatic shit that was an ask for, you know, at that time. Like, are you down, motherfucker, or you a scared motherfucker? And obviously I was a little boy at that time, but still doing knucklehead shit, you know? So exactly jumped into the gang, I was 13, right before I turned 14. Oh yeah, I went all the way, full blown to just right before my accident when I was in a coma and all this that shit. Cause we have different cliques, full blown on the map with the big boys, and I'm not gonna get too dramatic into that, but Eastside 213 gang, that's where I'm from, and we got Southside Vado 213 and Maywood. So I was pretty much being the full blown rep from my hood right before my accident, which was about 6 months ago, which was, I'm not saying that they had to listen to me, because pretty much if they didn't listen to me, they were going to end up getting beat up if I wasn't the right, because I was taking care of collecting and doing all that shit that comes with it. So I'm not trying to speak so much on this camera, gente know why, but you know, pretty much that's what's what. I could say, hey, you know what, I got to a point to where I could, you know, take it to the next level, and you know what? I mean, I guess that's the life that I chose, and I'm still here to be alive and actually speak what's on my mind, and I got nothing but love for the little homies, the ones that have the right head in their mind, not just, oh, I want to join a gang because I want to look cool to this chick. No. That's because it's in you, and that's what you decide to do. Not because later on you're gonna rank the barrio, or you're gonna be a rat to go snitch to the Judas and like that. You know what? You know, so.
What's your barrio mean to you?
My barrio mean to me, pretty much it is me. It's not what it means to me. It is me. How my daughters are me, and how you know, my mother and father and brothers are me. I can't change that. So that's how my motto's looked at in my eyes, you know. It's not even something to even stop and think about me being the person that I was. And, you know, I had a lot of responsibilities because I was able to, you know, to come back and start looking at my stuff that I was with before my accident and say, okay, damn, this is what I was doing. I was responsible for this. And damn, you know, and I'm talking about association as far as me having my whole hood put together. And you're youngsters, and okay, you want to prove yourself? Go ahead, homie. You know? So, pretty much that.
And then when Mimi called me, I'm not gonna forget that, when he got one time right there, he was walking home from her house, going to our house where we lived in Pico, when they shot him in the leg, and jeez, God, man, when I heard that, it's like, oh my, you don't know how to expect. So then we go to the Whittier Presbyterian, and it just happened that it got shot in the knee, but it went under the knee, so not even. I mean, he got lucky. He didn't blow his kneecap, but it's like, you hear something happens to your son. Us as Hispanics, we're very overprotective of our kids. No matter how old they are, they're always going to be your mijos or your mijas. That's how we are. Like I tell my kids, I don't care how big you are. I still tell you I love you. I still going to hug you and kiss you. You're my mijo, you always be my mijo. And when they call me for Danny, God, it's like, Jesus, man. I mean, it's like, I couldn't even drive. Monica had to drive me to the hospital because, you're all shooken up and you always think to the worst because they don't tell you exactly what happened. Your son's been shot. You need to come, to the hospital. So
Yeah, I've been in my leg, my left leg, got into many different outs. But when I got the first time, I was 16 years old, walking over there in Pico, right there by Rancho High School. I'm walking. I just finished going to my first baby's mom, Mimi's homegirl Gina, asking her for a ride. Oh no, I can't give you a ride. I said, it. Walked to Huera, which is in a wheelchair, OG Huera, to see if I could just go in and get in the pad. Nobody answered the door. I said, I started walking by Miller, adult school, Smith Park, walking towards, I guess, what is it, Rosemead. And I see a carload from, I turn around and look, and a car turns. I think it was a black Honda, if I remember right, on rims and shit. Long story short, they roll up to me. Hey, homie, where you from, Messi? This is Los Trece gang. This is so-and-so. I'm gonna full-blown be changed. This is so-and-so. I wasn't their hood. I knew that. She said, hey, homie, I do a bottle 2 and 3. Boom. So they start about the third hits me in the leg. And I'm like, so I get up, hopping. That car takes off. Keep on blasting, whatever. I get in. I go to Gina's. I knock again. I go, hey, Gina, I just got shot. She goes, oh, I heard all those shots. I go, do me a favor. Do me a bottle and take me to have this checked out. So she took me to Whittier Presbyterian. Stopped by my baby's mom's house, picked her up. She started crying, whatever. Told her, don't trip, I'm cool. I remember looking at my leg. It was like a dime size of not stop leaking straight. So, just didn't want to make the situation any worse. So started rolling a leño on the way to the hospital while I was shot, breaking up a started burning my dog, smoked my on the way to the hospital, and ended up being cool because it missed my 2 main arteries. It went just in and out pretty much my left leg, so had got wasn't a full-blown stabbing. It was like pretty much like a slice because I ducked and moved, and it was a big old fight, so pretty much that's what's going on. Oh, right, dog. Yeah. She lost my older homeboy Sneaks, and that was a good homie. He was the one raising me. One of my older homeboys raising me when I barely got in the bottle. My homeboy Dreamer, he was right there with me, dog. I'm not gonna say when he died, but just in his life and in his soul, on an everyday thing. It wasn't a once in a while, My boy Wino that passed away, we were like this. Used to all the time, dog. That day he passed away, I told him, hey, fool, come pick me up. I used to push carts. That's a here in my bottle at the market. Hey, fool, pick me up. Oh, I can't. Blah, blah, blah. Next thing I know, he ends up passing away that night. My homeboy Nutty, real close to him, dog. Passed away. My homeboy Fat Boy from Southside 213. Even though we're from different cities, because we're in Montebello there in Maywood, we're still the same hood, dog. And as close as my boys are from the east side, I look at my boys from the south side. Me and Fat Boy were like this. Used to make songs together, do rap shit. Nothing but good, Not getting rich, but just for the of it. Homie love. And he was a good homie. So, pretty much. I know the other homie Chaka passed away too from the Southside 213, and pretty much at this point of my life, because where I'm at right now, I'm not a little kid no more. So I look at things, you know, and to me, a funeral is a funeral. If I'm even attending and I'm even able to let you know what I experienced, regardless, you know, I must have had love and respect for the person. So I was able to see what's what. Of course, on a gang member, you're gonna see groups of the homeboys and shit like that, compared to of it's a full blown grandmother to where her grandkids are gonna come. And yeah, I'm not saying they're not gonna be gang members, but one of those situations, you know. A lot of my other family though is buried right here in East LA, from both sides of my family, my mom and my dad's. East LA is, that's me, my boy. Exactly like my barrio. This is what I represent. East LA is where I come from. It's in my roots. It's where my mom and my dad had met. It's where they were raised. That's what got me to be obviously here in this earth. So that's what it means to me. You know, it's not something that, oh, you know what? Let me turn 19 years old or let me turn 20 and now I want to decide to move to East LA. Nah, I got pictures since birth, growing up, being here, there, the East LA parades and all that shit. All that shit stays with me. So pretty much East LA and Montebello is pretty much, you know, all that I know growing up.
What are the nights like in East LA like?
It's just
Dangerous.
yeah, of course, you know, all that. And that's not just East LA, pretty much it's Los Angeles County. If you're from LA and you know you're really from LA, you know the streets, which we be calling, you know the calles, then you know what's what. And those are things that don't even need to be spoken about. Oh, my side's more crazy, this side's more crazy. And you just saying that, it brought up another story that I'm gonna let you in on. Cats that were from South Central. Yeah, you know what? I give it up to a lot of good cats that I know from South Central, nothing but love. So these cats are in my barrio. My barrio is in Montebello. Not Southside Montebello, barrio 213, which runs by Montebello Park, Whittier Boulevard. Long story short, these cats from South Central are in my hood. Ah, dog, you guys are feeding, you guys are lucky. You can walk to the store like nothing. We can't even walk to the liquor store and get a pistol without a cuete. Long story short, my enemies come and we get into a ass shootout. And that cat that ended up saying all that ended up getting paralyzed. Yup. And it was a pretty dramatic thing, but that always stood with me because I remembered him saying that. And pretty much I was the one, I was growing up. I was a youngster at the time when it happened. So it pretty much let me know, hey, you know, be on your toes no matter where the you go. I don't give a if you're in Beverly Hills or if you're in the nicest looking area, you just always stay what's up and stay through on your surroundings. Stay on top of your toes on what's what. You know? So that's what I gotta say about that. Yeah, I've done time. Done time just here in LA County, West Valley, West Side, out there in San Bernardino también. What the fuck? Glen Howland, I think it's called. So I've done, you know, ain't too proud of it. Was pretty much the way I feel about time is it's a waste of time. You go to jail, it's a waste of time. Especially when you have more to offer than just, you know, if you're a homeless cat and you need to eat and like that, then maybe jail might be good for you. But that ain't my thing, you know? Yeah, of course, pretty much every tattoo exactly has a story about who gave it to you and like that, you know? But yeah, pretty much obviously I have my barrio, I have my daughter's names, so that's what I keep close to me, you know? And what I would like to get in the future is say like a portrait of my brother that passed away, my grandma's name, just stuff like that, you know, family and homeboys. So that's pretty much. And what I could also take back, what I also learned growing up as a kid is that, you know what, I don't give a You could put tattoos all over your face. You could put tattoos all over your head. You could put tattoos all over your body. That doesn't mean that just because you're filled with tattoos means that you're gonna be able to kick my ass or kick that person's ass that doesn't have 0 tattoos. So that's what I was able to learn growing up. Because of course, when you're young growing up, oh that guy has tattoos. Look, he has a lot of them. He's crazy. Yeah, you know what? More love to you. You know, you're repping your whatever, your barrio, your family, whatever it is. More love, you know, more respect, and do your damn thing. But it doesn't mean that I'm gonna be in fear of my life, you know, just because you have that many tattoos. It doesn't mean they're gonna jump out and bite me or hit me. So that's what I have to let a lot of little youngsters growing up know.